Hey guys, thanks for showing up for this recording. In the previous video, installed WordPress. All right. Now that you've installed WordPress, let's take a bit of time to sort of like beautify it and make it look the way how we want it to look. So there are really quite a few things and options on the table that you can actually look into doing this. If you are sort of like tight on the budget, there are still templates that you can actually use for free. But if you have a bit of a budget that you've set aside to buy a premium template, that's also going to sort of like help you get a bit of advantages that come with a premium WordPress theme that you can actually use. There are no kind of like set rules that you've got to follow here. The main point is that you've got your own WordPress on your own web hosting that you've actually installed now. All right, so you will see you have quite a few options that you can actually explore here. So what I just want to sort of like help you navigate around here is the pros and cons of choosing a premium WordPress theme over a full WordPress theme. But the first thing to think about is what is it that you want to get out of a template theme that you want to use. So there are main features that you should be looking out for in any theme, whether it's a premium theme or a free theme. For example, we all know that mobile traffic is quite high at the moment. Pretty much 80% of daily traffic that we get on most of our sites come from mobile searches and stuff like that. So you've got to think about that and sort of like factor that in your choice of template, because not all templates are made equal. Some templates are mobile friendly, others they are not really mobile friendly. Yes, there are plugins you can install on your WordPress, and when you check all these other bits and pieces on your website, it will tell you that this website is mobile friendly. But what matters most is I think user experience. And as Google is sort of like running in making sure that websites that they are actually ranking on the first page, they at least tick in most of the basic things that you've got to get it right. The speed has to be okay. Content has, the quality of content should be good, but also the way how you lay out and if the content is media rich and is helpful, the content that you're creating is, sort of like directly answering somebody's, problem or query. Those are some of the things that you would be looking into. But even when you get all those things right, but if you choose a template wrong, you might find that you have problems, in making sure that the quality content that you've created is getting traction. So those are some of the things. And the other part is monetization. If you're creating your blog and you want to monetize it with whether it's Amazon affiliate links or AdSense, or you want to advertise on your blog, each and every template comes with sort of like limitations or maybe opportunities that you can actually increase your advertising revenue. It makes no sense in thinking about investing money to buy a new template that you want to use, and yet when you buy that WordPress theme, you find that it's not friendly with AdSense monetization, which means you would have to revamp that and start all over again. One of the things that I've learned over time is each and every time you change a theme on your website, it leaves a bit of sort of like traces of JavaScript behind, even when you've when you've removed it. Over time, when you've changed it 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times, some files start conflicting, because each and every template that you install will certainly leave a bit of breadcrumbs of cookies here and there, and the illegal kind of like JavaScript that becomes illegal, not necessarily illegal in that sense, but it becomes a corrupt file on a new template that hasn't been sort of like coded in to work very well with whatever programs have been programmed in that particular template that you were using before you installed this one. So those are some of the things that you would want to think about. So number one, think about SEO. Some of them templates that you're going to use to design your website and make it look beautiful, they are very good when it comes to sort of like looking. If you look in front of the template, it looks really beautiful. But when you click a link, it takes ages before all the heavily laden pages of JavaScript to load, so that you can actually read a piece of content and stuff like that. Now think about traffic that's coming from mobile searches, where data is everything. They want to make sure that they limit the amount of time they are waiting for pages to be saved, and every time your website takes more than necessary to load on your website, it affects how many people would actually sit there and wait for that page to load. So what I've done is I've put together a complete sort of like list of best free templates, best free WordPress themes that you could actually take advantage. But the good part of this is that these are also templates that you can actually trial them on a free option, but also get an opportunity to sort of like upgrade. So you can start with a free template which has got limited features, but it still enjoys up to date sort of like bug fixes and all the other bits and pieces. So when you're ready to sort of like upgrade your template to to a premium version of that template, you can upgrade it and nothing is going to be affected on your website, simply because you're using the same structure of code, but also you're simply just kind of like adding features, not necessarily replacing the whole template. So that's one of the benefits. The other thing is when you sort of like give your website identity, your users are coming in there, they get used to the way how your blog looks and stuff like that. It helps, it helps quite a lot to kind of like make those people feel at home. Every time, whenever you drive past McDonald's, for example, that's McDonald's for sure because of their company logo and the colors they use, and even the way how the buildings that they use for marketing. If you see a McDonald's building, it doesn't matter which continent you are, that's a McDonald's there. All right, let's take those things and kind of like build them inside of our blogging business. It doesn't matter what it is that we're doing, but if we can incorporate some features that I think they are key indicators that people who have been searching or they are coming back to our website, they know they are on the right website immediately when they see whatever it is that we have in place there. So make sure that that template that you're choosing also gives you an opportunity to sort of like have a bit of freedom to customize it the way how you want, so that it can fit in very well with your brand. I've talked about looking into this list of options of themes, whether you should go for a free WordPress theme or you should go for a premium WordPress theme. But the key issues that the key features that you should be looking into these themes is whether it is going to help you sort of like get ahead of SEO boxes that you can tick, which means speed, has to be very good. You have to look at the structure of Java that has been used in that. Just take a bit of time and understand the structure of that template that you're going to use on your blog to beautify it, to make it look the way how you want it to look, or the way how you want that that template to represent your brand. The good thing is about WordPress is that you can start with the basic template today and upgrade it and sort of like make it however you want it to look like, and using these themes and making sure that you're also customizing them the way how you want them to look is one of the things I think that you've got to sort of like nail it. Think about the niche where you're going into. If you're going, for example, there are some templates that are actually ideal for they're best for travel blogs, and there's some templates that are really good for digital marketing. So you don't just go and get a template which is supposed to be used for sort of like educational institutions like a university or maybe a college website or school website. Go and build there your dog niche, or whether it's a health and beauty blog on top of that. Most health and beauty templates, they're usually, most of them, they are sort of like grocery magazines and stuff like that, because you want to showcase products and you want to make sure that they're looking really good. I'm using Thrive theme, and the reason why I'm using this is simply because it gives me other added advantages with other plugins that I use, and the other built-in assets that are built within Thrive themes, which helps me deliver content in private memberships and stuff like that, instead of going to pay sort of like to go and publish my my membership programs outside of my own website. So instead of publishing my, let's say if I have a course that I want to deliver to my students for free, I don't have to send my people to Skillshare or Udemy or any other platform where I have to pay to publish my course. Instead, I use Thrive themes, which has got a apprentice, which gives me an opportunity to sort of like publish my own courses and stuff like that and deliver them, because most of my training are free. It doesn't make sense for me to go and pay somebody to publish my course there and pay money, yet my course is free. So I use on this platform, I use Thrive themes, but on my money sites, I make sure that I use a theme, which a link I'm going to leave below this video. It's called X theme. It's one of the best themes that you can use. It's got more than 10 options that you can use, and it's awesome for different types of niches that you can actually use. So you can get one template, one WordPress theme, and use across different niches. You don't have to change whether it's a travel blog, hotel, education, an e-commerce website, a school. You could use it, even a church. They have all these features that are built in. You get to choose that I want to build my blog based on these particulars. All right, guys. If this is your first time to show up here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and YouTube is going to notify you when I publish a new video. I publish 1 or 2 videos every week, and my goal is to make sure that I share with you this journey where I'm building my own niche website, and I'm sharing those experiences, this blog. So make sure that you hit subscribe and follow along and see how we are going to do by the end of the day. All right, cheers guys.